Hello YouTube, xxMason here with another episode of Fan Mail Friday where I answer the question that you guys leave me with the hashtag EddieFMF on video. Let's get to it. The first question is about tutorials on Windows, and it says, how did you start doing reviews? How did you start to afford all of the items you review, and what advice do you give me if I want to start reviews? Now, when I started doing YouTube videos, the first videos I was doing was how to make money as a teenager. My first video, well, if I'm going to go all the way back, I was actually talking about xxMason 007, but if I go back to xxMason, I don't think I was really doing tech reviews. I was doing unboxings of things I would get for Christmas and random stuff that I could save and buy. Like, I was on Swagbucks. And I always tell you guys ways that you can earn money as a teenager. I'm doing this so you can afford to get products because that's what I did. When I was on Swagbucks, Swagbucks was my main priority of the way I got money and the way I was able to buy products. Like my first camera, I think it was the, excuse me, I think it was the Kobe Snap camera. Let me see if I still have it. Okay, so here it is. This is my Kobe Snap. It is pretty beat up. And look at this. I think I got this for $25 on Amazon. And when I got this, I was so happy to get it. I was like, I'm almost there because I was saving my money on Amazon. It took me probably a month to save enough to get this camera. And then when I got it, it came in the mail. I was happy. I did my unboxing. I had my feet all in the video. It was crazy. But yeah, I got that, and that was the first, I'll say, tech product I had, and it was probably the first good review I did. If you go back to my old channel and look at it, it's pretty good. That was probably one of the best ones I did on that channel. But yeah, I just started out doing stuff like that. And also I would do videos about websites. That was a main thing. I talked about freebie GBs. I don't even know if they're legit. I never got anything from them because, well, I don't know. I don't want to get into that, but like, I don't know. Freebie GBs, the first time I got something, the second time, I don't know, but I talked about freebie GBs, I talked about Swagbucks, I talked about another website, iDoodle, I think that was the website, iDoodle, I talked about that, and now it's shut down, but I talked about a whole lot of websites, and that was a good thing I did, and I just talked, and that's how I started out my channel, by talking and giving tutorials by mouth instead of having to buy an expensive product and do a review, and that's how I started off. But yeah, if that's my advice, I have many videos. I don't want to make this video all about that because once again, I'm trying to make the Fan Mail Fridays a little bit shorter. You guys will see an update on Monday. But yeah, that was your answer. Let's get to the next question. So the next question is by xxTECHISMASONxx. It says, did you find anything out about pre-ordering the PS4 for launch date? Because I can't. Now, yes, I got my PS4 pre-order. I think I got a pre-order about a week ago. Last week, I actually have my receipt here. I can go ahead and show you guys for my pre-order. I just reserved it. I didn't pay it off yet. I'm going to pay it off at the end of this month. But yes, here it is. I can't see what I'm showing, but this is the receipt. I got it at Walmart because, yes, it was sold out on Amazon. It was sold out on Best Buy. It was sold out everywhere. But if you go and watch my vlog on xxMason TV, where I titled it "Pre-Order My PS4," I called Walmart, asked them do they have some pre-orders because they made I went to the website and it said that we could come pre-order the PS4, and I was like, really? Let me call them and make sure. I called them and they said I could come the next day, and I came that day. I got it pre-ordered and reserved, and I'm pretty sure I can get it on launch date. If I don't, I'm gonna be pretty mad, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I can get it on launch date, but I don't know if I can get it at a midnight release or if I have to come back like at 8 or 9 o'clock. I'm gonna try and probably stay home from school on that day anyway because it's Friday. It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. But yeah, it's gonna be Friday, so I'll try to stay home that day so I can play it on Friday, Saturday, Sunday without going to school. Then I'm gonna have to go back to school 2 more days, and then it's gonna be Thanksgiving break, so I'm gonna have a lot of time to play it. And yeah, I'm hyped for the PS4. I think you can get it at a Walmart. Just call your Walmart, call your local stores because they might have some pre-orders. And I got mine from Walmart. I'm glad I got it because they've been sold out everywhere. And yeah, that's how I got mine. Take Time with Noah says, how did you get to play custom advertisements before the video starts? Now, I guess he's talking about when he watched the video, a pre-roll ad came up with me talking about something, and they was probably like, whoa, he has his own pre-order ad, and they said custom advertisement. No, it's with the network that I'm with. The network that I'm with allows that, and it's just something that they have. So if you're not a partner with Tiny Galaxy and Full Screen, then you won't get that. I really can't just tell you how to, because you can't unless you're with them. But yeah, that's how. Mateo Wagner says, buddy, are you getting the Nexus 5? Yes, I will be getting the Nexus 5. If I get it on launch day, it depends on when it comes out, because if it comes out this year, then I won't be able to get it on launch day unless it's sometime around December, because I'm going to be pre-ordering my PS4. I'm going to be getting my triple monitor setup, I'm going to be getting a lot of stuff, Elgato, all these things I'm going to be getting, and I won't be able to get it on launch day, but I'm not sure if it'll come out this year. We've been still hearing some rumors about it, but we haven't heard anything official about it. So yeah, I don't know if it's going to come out this year. If it comes out next year, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get it on launch day. But yes, I am getting the Nexus 5. I'm pretty hyped for that. The Nexus 4 was an awesome phone, and now they actually, I think they stopped restocking the Nexus 4, so when it goes sold out, it's going to be gone. So I think they're just pushing the Nexus 4 out to get ready to add in a new device, the Nexus 5 and stuff like that. They might be the LG, I forgot what it's called, but 820, something like that. But yeah, they hear a lot of rumors, but yeah, I will be getting on launch date. The next question is by Review Geeks here. He says, can you help me build a Hackintosh? And I guess you haven't seen my other Fan Mail Fridays, because yes, I answered this question and I'm going to answer it again. Yes, I will help you build a Hackintosh. If you need help with your Hackintosh and you're ready to build it, or you're looking for some parts, I'm going to do a few videos getting a build of a Hackintosh. I'm going to do a $250 build, a $500 build, $750, and a $1,000 build. So that'll be 4 builds you can choose from. And depending if they get outdated, then yes, I will update them. But those are just going to be something that it could be your, I forgot the word, but like you can get that list, and if you want to make a few upgrades, you can do that. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do if you want to be building a Hackintosh. And then if you're actually ready to build it, put the parts together, then I can put out some time to get on Skype with you and do some stuff like that and help you out. But yes, I will help you out. The next question is by Mina Gomez, or is it Mina Gomez? She looks like a girl, I don't know. But she says, what does overclock to mean? Let me go. Okay, overclock. You can overclock your graphics card and your CPU, as much as I know. But I don't know if you overclock your graphics card or if the factory has to do it. But I know that you have to overclock your CPU yourself. So overclock is like, you get a CPU. Say if you get an Intel Core i5 3570K, like I have, you can only overclock the CPUs that have the K at the end of the name, like the 2500K, the 3770K, 3570K. If it has a K at the end, then you can overclock it. And I haven't even overclocked my processor yet, because I still have to do research about it. But what it is, you will get your CPU, and then you'll get a good cooler. Like you'll get a hyper. You can get a water cooling, and just the best cooling is the higher clock you can go. So say if it comes with 3.4 gigahertz, that's like the speed of the processor. If you overclock it, you can probably get it up to 4 gigahertz, which is more speed, and it's just basically that. I really don't want to go into in depth in this video. I'm probably going to make a video separate about just explaining overclock and how you do it, because I've been looking for a video, haven't really found the perfect video of how you do it, what it is. But that's what I'm going to be doing in my video, because if I can't find a better solution to find something for myself, I'm going to do research, and then I'm going to make the video myself to make it easy on other people that want to find out. And that's how I run my channel. But yeah, that's what I think overclocked is. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I'm pretty positive, 112%. But yeah, that's an answer. Let's get to the next question. The next question is, it's your boy Dante, and he says, when you was going to make your Hackintosh, what parts did you purchase first? Now, when I was making my Hackintosh, I actually purchased my parts like month by month, and I didn't want to like just take all my money and spend it that month, so I'll be broke the rest of the month. But that's probably what you should do. But I'm gonna say that's not what he asked for. What he asked for, when I was building my parts, what did I purchase first? The first thing that I bought was my power supply, because it was for $40, and I just really needed to pick that up at that time, because it was $40 free shipping, and why not? I had the money and I could do it, so I picked it up. I got a, what do I have? I have a 500 watt power supply. I can't even think of the name, but yeah, I got it for $40, so that's a good price for 500 watt. It works. It's in my computer right now, powering this video, and yeah, that was the first thing I got. Then after that, I got my case. Then after I got my case, I got my RAM. Then after my RAM, I got my motherboard. And then the last thing I got was my CPU, because that's probably the biggest thing. But yeah, and then after I got my CPU, I actually had to wait more because the hard drive that I already had that I was gonna pull from my old computer, it didn't work, so I had to buy another one. I got a 1 terabyte hard drive, and then I built my Hackintosh. So yeah, that was the order of the things that I bought. The next question is by Kurt Pencott. It says, "Are you loving life?" Yes. The next question is by Noah 1999-95, and he says, "Are you smart in school?" Yes. The next question is by That Kid Gamer YouTube, and he says, "How much does a Hackintosh cost to build? And could you PM or Skype me everything I will need and how to build it?" So he asked, how much does a Hackintosh cost? Well, it depends. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing a $250 guide on how you can do it, 500, 750, and 1,000 of guides you can do. And I'm actually going to be building the $250 one just because I like building computers. I might even build the rest of them as well, just to show you the benchmarks and the tutorials and stuff like that. But yeah, you can build a Hackintosh for as cheap as $250, but that's the cheapest I've seen you can go. I don't think you can go any less than that, but it's worth it that you're getting Mac OS X. You're basically getting a Mac for $250, and that's pretty good. So $250 is the less. And he says, "Can I Skype you everything you would need to build it?" Like I said, I'm going to be doing a guide, so I guess you can watch that. But if you're trying to buy it right now, then yes, I'll get on Skype with you. I don't actually feel like typing all of that information. So if you're watching this, PM me on YouTube or contact me on Twitter, and I'll add you on Skype. The next question is by Cruz Rodriguez. He says, "Hey Ed, I heard that Swagbucks just came out with their new Visa Rewards card. Can you please tell me what this new card is?" Now, Swagbucks, yes, I do keep up with them, and yes, they have made a new rewards card, Visa. The card is basically, you put money on the card, and then whenever you spend money using the card, you get 1.25 Swagbucks. So say if you spend $500 exactly, that's gonna be about 500, and that'll be probably 600 Swagbucks right there. So 600 Swagbucks just by spending $500. You're probably like, man, that's nothing. But say if you're gonna be paying your bills with that card, and you're gonna be paying light bill, house note, all this stuff that you're gonna be paying, and you say you're paying $2,000 a month, and you get 1.25 Swagbucks. That's just a bonus right there. It's not really much in my opinion. But yeah, they have it, and that's what they have on their website. But yeah, cool. You asked me a question about Swagbucks. You came to the right man. But yeah, that's her answer. Let's get to the next question. The next and the last question is by Blind Alarm 9, and he says, "Is 300 gig of RAM good? I'm thinking of getting for cheap, 80 FMF." This guy says, "Is 300 gig of RAM good?" I don't know what he means. I don't know if he meant 30 gigabytes of RAM or what, but he says 300 gigabytes of RAM. And I said I was going to get, how much? Did I say 64? Yeah, okay, sorry about that. I said I'm going to get 32 gigabytes of RAM. So are you trying to get a 10 times as much RAM as that, and you say you're going to get it for cheap? How cheap is that? 300 gigabytes of RAM, that is a lot. That's probably I don't even know a motherboard that supports that much. So if you're saying 30 gigabytes, that's what I'm going to take it. 30 gigabytes, yes, that's enough. I'm going with 32 gigabytes. Even 8 gigabytes is enough. I've been editing my past videos that you've been seeing lately with an 8 gigabyte machine. So 30 gigabytes, if that's what you're talking about, yes, it's enough. And if you're getting it for cheap, good. Tell me where you're getting it. I may need your help. Yeah. But that's FanMailFirday, guys. I don't thank you guys for watching. I don't thank you guys for asking the questions. I enjoyed answering them, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like down below. Leave a comment on anything you have to say, and subscribe for anything on tutorials, tech news, tech reviews, and unboxings. Everything in the technology department. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces, YouTube.